And welcome back to the morning show. Time to find out. It's time to find out what's going on at All Wellness Medical Center. Dr. Christina here this morning with us. Good morning, doctor.
Hey, hi, Bruce. How you doing?
I'm well. How are you?
Fine, fine. It's always a pleasure.
You have been a busy lady from what I understand.
I
My
know.
gosh.
I know.
And
it's doing well, and I thank very much your constituents for going ahead and supporting us and
Awesome.
coming in. And totally enjoy it. Totally enjoy it.
There's some great folks out there, aren't there?
Oh my gosh! And you know what? These people are really caring about their health.
Yeah.
They don't, they don't want the disease part of it. They
Right.
want the prevention part of it.
Right.
And that's what we're beginning to see more and more happening. Because by the time you have the disease, yes, we can work on you, but if we can prevent you from getting all those meds, that's what's going to be a key concept here.
Well, we've got a pink background for a reason today.
Yes, absolutely. And the main reason why we do have that is because, as we all know, October is the month of...
Breast Cancer Awareness Month.
Absolutely. And this is something that we recognize to all those people...
She was trying to trip me up, by the way.
I know. All those people that are survivors of breast cancer, and all the families who are also survivors of the breast cancer, because it affects everyone. And without you, me as a doctor, I cannot help you. We are losing the battle of detecting breast cancer early.
Did you tell me one time that it's like one of the major causes of death? And I knew that it was one of the majors, but you said even further than that.
Well, right. It is one of the leading cause of death, especially with cancers, and even it's outdoing the heart attacks for
Is
women.
that right?
Yes, absolutely. Because again,
Wow.
even though we're getting very, very with this new 3D type of mammograms, yes, it's helpful, but when women have dense breasts, meaning that they're younger people's breasts, right? We can't find the abnormality, and that's what's so frustrating.
So a mammogram is not the test all be all.
No, and a lot of people think, oh, I got a mammogram, I'm okay. The answer is no. It does not necessarily mean that. I mean, heck, a lot of people have a negative mammogram, but all of a sudden they feel a lump.
Right.
And not all lumps are detected by mammograms. So this is why we have to have some alternative plans on how to take care of yourselves.
All right.
One would be you need to do, and I include men too, because 1 in 1,000 men are going to end up getting breast cancer. And so you, or Lynn, has to go over there and do a breast exam or a chest exam every single month. For women who are on their menstrual cycles, what you don't want to do is do it the week before their periods or even during the week of their periods because of all the hormonal changes that take place.
Does it make them mad or what?
No, what ends up happening is
I'm
that
gonna
the
get hit for that one.
the hormonal changes, what occurs is that it can change how the breast feels, and all of a sudden you feel like you have a lump on one side, and all of a sudden it's like, oh my gosh, something's going on.
Oh, really?
Right. So we always
Gives
say
false readings.
do it after. Yeah, do it after the fact.
Okay.
And the fact that we have two breasts, but one thing I do like to make an announcement here: one breast is always bigger than the other, and that is so true. So don't be, like, oh my gosh, one is bigger than the other. Don't worry about that. As long as it's not changing or it's growing more, more as you get older.
Right.
The other part of it.
That's just part of nature.
Right, exactly. And even with men, when they get breast cancer, what ends up happening, they don't have as much breast tissue, so it goes a lot faster. It gets into their bones, it gets into their lungs, and we see such a huge progression of it. It's a lot faster
Very
than it is
rapid
with
progression.
women. Right.
Wow, I didn't know that.
Right. So the second thing is, besides doing your own breast exam once a month, and even if it's in the shower, or have your significant other do a breast exam, I don't care.
Grope a friend.
Somebody needs it. Needs to help you out, okay? Not your dog.
No.
He can go over there and paw you.
Make
but
sure
that's
they're a
it.
friend.
That's right. Number 2 is getting a mammogram. Now, we all are aware that when we go for your annual exam, the doctor gives you a mammogram. But the doctor has to do one more thing. It's not just about slipping you a piece of paper. The doctor actually has to go ahead and do the exam himself or herself. And the reason for that, you need a professional person to actually do the exam.
You mean to read the X-rays or?
No, actually do the exam on you.
Oh, okay.
Okay.
Yeah. Why did I just do
I don't
that?
understand why you did that, but that's not exactly how you do it. But what can I
Gonna
say,
run me out of
Bruce?
town like they did Donald Trump, I guess.
Yeah,
I don't know.
no, pretty soon I'm gonna put you up there like that. But
I can't believe I did that.
the key thing is that you need all three.
Yeah.
And I just don't want the people to think just because they do a mammogram that they're like, okay, nothing's wrong with you.
Right.
Because many times I can get a benign or what's called a BI-RAD1 mammogram,
Right.
and this person has a lump. It didn't pick it up.
Right.
So that's one of the reasons why you yourself have to check yourself out. Now, there is one other test that we have at All Wellness, which is called the Halo. And
I remember when you got that.
Yeah.
We came down and did a feature on that.
It's been about 10 years, but we still have it. And what that does, it actually picks up cells. And by that, what I'm saying is that the only way one can determine if someone has breast cancer or not is not really just through a mammogram, because that's just a picture.
Right.
We actually need cells. So if a woman starts secreting fluid, we were able to get a sample, send it to the pathology department, and say, is there any atypical cells? Or just because you have it, 50-50 chance you're going to end up having secretions.
Right.
So I don't want people to think, oh my gosh, I get a secretion, I have cancer.
Right.
The answer is no. The thing is that there's some atypical cells that are there. And that is when, because most breast cancers occur in the ductal system of the breast. And so if we can catch it at that stage, it's not even a lump yet. It hasn't
That's
gone
great.
outside
Right,
anything.
right.
So a lot of times when women are on hormone replacement, if women are on birth control pills, we really suggest that they do the preventative test.
Right. You know, and the birth control pills at a particular age, women should be off of them, even if their bodies are not ready if they haven't passed that point in their life where they can have children. And I know that was a big discussion between Lynn and I, because at the time she smoked, was on birth control pills, and so we did a lot of different things. And for Father's Day, she got me a vasectomy.
Right.
And that
you
took
know
her
what?
right off the pills.
I commend you for that, because any man that's willing to do that for their
Sure.
wife is like my hero. Because the thing is that what we don't know is which women have receptors for estrogen and progesterone. And if you happen to get breast cancer, then, and we're giving you hormone replacement, what we can do is actually speed up the process.
Right.
And as you get older, and if you're a smoker, or for that matter, can we end up giving you a heart attack, stroke, pulmonary embolism? The answer is yes.
Mm-hmm.
So that's why we're very, very careful when we look at a person at a certain age. It's usually after the age of 35 that we have to be careful who can be on birth control pills and who can't be.
Right. So, I know we made light a couple times about this. It's not really a laughing matter at all. There's been many, many women die from this, and men, and certainly there's been a lot of women plagued with this. We understand that and take it very, very seriously. So I apologize if I offended you. But on the other side of the coin, we're just trying to lighten up and get you to understand that this is a very, very important time. This should be going on every month, but it isn't. So you got 1 month a year to pay particular attention to it. Make sure that if you're a guy and you've got a woman that you love and want her to be around, make sure that she follows some of these simple procedures to make sure she's around for a while longer. I know around my house it's taken very, very seriously.
Absolutely.
Absolutely.
And it's the most precious gift that you can give to your loved one.
Yeah. Doctor, thanks for being here.
Thank you, sir.
Really do appreciate it. So, how are we going to close this one?
Oh, we're going to do...
I forgot. Already I forgot. That was only 10
It
minutes.
was about... no, oh my gosh.
Huh?
It was going to be just to do that doctor look.
Oh, that's right. I'm not really a doctor. I just sometimes play one.
Correct?
Yeah, so what do you
So,
want to do?
We're just going to go over there and let's give that doctor look to
Give him the
everybody.
doctor look.